I hope everyone's having a wonderful, happy Monday. Happy Canada Day to all my Canucks out there. I hope everyone's doing well. 4th of July is coming up this week as well. It's going to be a short week. But welcome first to another Tesla Power Hour stream. Man, it's good to be back and doing a little bit more of the streams here. I see everyone in the chat. So I'll start with first things first. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from in the comments as usual. City, state, country, whatever you feel comfortable sharing. I'll go through some of these here in a second. We've got a loaded schedule in for today. So we're going to talk about FSD, but we're going to talk about stock price first, some Tesla news, and some people on Wall Street talking about potentially buying more Tesla. Hillary, how's it going? Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Pietri, Crest, Johnny from Minnesota. That is me. Detlef from Norway. Elmatic, how's it going? John, Marco, as usual. Awesome. Thank you for joining, Marco. Crest, retired bit juggler from Long Island, New York. Oh, you know what I forgot to set my latency to ultra low. So you have to wait about 1.5 seconds for me to see your comment by the time I see it, but that's life. Okay, so as the comments pour in on that, I will get started on what you are probably here to join me for. And I'm going to put the music a little bit lower here. Tesla rallying up today, let me just pull up my screen, 6.5% as we talk. A little bit of a dip here heading into the last hour of trading. We got 1 hour to go. And Tesla is currently sitting at 6.5%. Don't worry, we'll play our Tesla closing price guessing game soon. Not now because I can't really, honestly, I can't manage all the comments an hour before. But around 12:45, in about 40 minutes, we'll play our closing price guessing game. Maybe a little bit sooner than that. Okay, let's go through the comments. Exploration, how's it going? Not financial advice. Juju livestream. Yes, Juju livestream indeed. Samir, how's it going? Paco from South Africa. Connecticut. Tesla Boomer Mike. Appreciate it. Geneva, Illinois. Sweden. Pietri. Dave. Brian from Yorkshire, UK. From Baton Rouge. Love it. Louisiana. Nico, how's it going? Great day. Yes, indeed. Sweden. Osbro. By the way, everyone go check out Investigate the Grain. I'm going to move my fat head here a little bit so I don't block all the comments. Here we go. Everyone go check out Investing Against the Grain. Nico here in the chat if you haven't already. There we go. That's a little bit better. Sweden, Cape Town, South Africa, James, Kubro. And by the way, if you're watching on replay, throw it in the chat as well. I always read all the comments after the fact as well. Marco, different Marco. Hi, Juju. Glad I made it from Netherlands. Look, Marco, this Marco and our mod, Juju Gang, basically King Marco. You guys need to sync up. You guys are both from the Netherlands. You guys both like Tesla, have the same name. I feel like you guys would be good friends. Crest, maybe you guys already know each other. Crest from Evening from Liverpool. Oh, Sardinia. Very interesting. Portugal, Sweden. Scott, how's it going? Dietri. Daniel from Hamburg. London calling in. See, Central Florida. James, how's it going? Austin this week. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Good day from Yucca Valley. This is what I love. The fact that I can turn on my camera and we could talk about some Tesla and what's going on, because apparently there's always something going on, good, bad, or ugly. And literally from, I don't know, from Norway, to Greenland, to Nunavut, to South Africa, we have people tuning in. And that's the fact that that's really, I mean, such an underrated part of what I have the privilege of doing with you guys, is just hanging out and talking stock. And literally we get so many different types of opinions, good, bad, ugly. We welcome it all. And so many different perspectives, honestly. Please bring the Juju Roadshow to Seattle for a couple of days of brews and bros. You know what? I might go to Seattle this summer just because we're trying to lay a little bit low. Seattle's not too far. If there's enough interest, we could, because we just did a Juju Gang meetup last week here in Vancouver. If there's enough interest in the Seattle area, I think that's a great idea. Paul from Danbury, UK. Guazing from Zurich. Yeah, how's it going? Alaska, Tel Aviv, Israel. Very nice. Germany, London, New York. New York's pretty interesting. Don't worry. Finland. Okay, so 210.80 sitting on Tesla at the moment. Now, the first question I'm going to ask to the chat, and by the way, thanks for everyone tuning in already. We already got over 300 viewers. Now, first things first. Wrong answers only. What is the reason Tesla is up 6.5% today? Wrong answers only. What is the reason Tesla is up 6.5% today? I want to hear your answers in the chat here. I'm going to go through a couple of them. Now, if you look at it, actually, should I pat myself on the back now? I'll kind of wait for this a little bit here. But I tweeted out on the weekend, actually, I think yesterday, and I got a good feeling about this week. don't know what it was. It felt like there's some pent up energy in Tesla. But the real news is really going to come tomorrow, right? The real news is coming tomorrow when we find out production delivery numbers for Tesla and what they're currently sitting at. As of right now, it seems like consensus is pretty low. Hold on one second. Let me just. There we go. Consensus is pretty low. Elon quit. I don't know about that. No idea. Joe Biden. Joe Biden is the reason Tesla stock is up 6.5% today. T-Mac, how's it going, my friend? Elon didn't post. Actually, Elon's been posting all day. So, David, how's it going, my friend? Trump hawk 2 on Biden. Okay, bullish. Gordon is bullish. Is that right? Gary Black says the Twitter overhang is lifted. Angola has no trending topics on X. True story. I can't say I could point out Angola on a map other than in the general continent. Okay, so here's what we got. And I've got a video lined up here for a couple minutes as some of the answers pour through. Remember, wrong answers only why Tesla's up 6.5% today. Ball Burrick buys more Tesla despite underweight rating at Wells Fargo. This just has come out on CNBC's halftime report, and he's here to explain why he's buying more Tesla stock. So I'm going to get into that video soon, but I'm going to go through some of the comments first. Joe Biden will step down, and Elon is not exed about it. Tesla announced stock buybacks. Now, look, Arvinder, this could hopefully one day actually be a true story. So I know it's a wrong answer is only today, but hopefully one day it's a right answer. Tesla's up on rumors Elon will be selling tiny Tesla-branded electric rockets. First of the new quarter, Tesla's low risk for the portfolio managers this quarter. Vincent, you actually have given us probably a correct answer. And you know what's funny? It does make a big difference. In a lot of portfolio managers' funds, they like to weigh things first half of the year, second half of the year. So if they're underweight on something or if they're overweight on something, it makes a difference. And considering Tesla's first half performance, I would say a lot of them are probably underweight on Tesla. Even with another right answer is only actually 12.4.2 is going wide. So this is quite big. This 12.4.2, 210.30 sitting on Tesla, by the way. Still kind of fading here into the first 10 minutes of Power Hour. This 12.4.2 is highly anticipated. Elon's backtracked a little bit on it, I will say, on Twitter. And kind of said, like, look, we've kind of messed up where we overtrained on errors and not enough on regular driving. And, you know, the next iteration is going to be the 5X. So there's that. But so far, and I should probably show you guys what I mean here. I'm going to show, let's pull up the Chrome tab here. So far, pretty good reviews. So Chris from Dirty Tesla, I'm sure all of you guys are familiar with him and his channel. If not, go check him out. First drive with 12.4.2 went really well. Crazy lane changes seems to be fixed. Only one intervention. You can see in the picture below, FSD tries to stop for this blinking yellow. Overall, blinking yellows are improved. 3 out of 4 were handled well, but not fully fixed. Now, this is actually a problem here in Vancouver. Not blinking yellows, but blinking greens. Anyone that has been driving in Vancouver for any portion of time will tell you that we have solid green lights here, and then we have blinking green lights here. And the difference being the blinking ones essentially tell you as a driver which ones are pedestrian controlled. Meaning, if a pedestrian doesn't come by and press the button, those things are staying green. And so, I mean, so far early, but not bad, right? Chris also posted this video. Here, I'll play it here for a second. So it's just him on an unprotected left. He's trying to take Chuck Cook's thunder a little bit. So you can see, so one of the biggest comment through this is there's a lot of hesitation on protected lefts. I mean, understandably so. But this is quite the aggressive unprotected. There's still people coming in. There's a little bit of a slow backlog. It hides into the suicide lane. I thought, and I commented on this. I said, aggressive. I like it. So, Brandon actually commented and said, it looks like it still does the double stop. Annoying. And he said, no, it actually rolled through. So the double stop, for anyone that doesn't know, part of the problem with FSD right now is FSD will stop let's say 5 yards before the stop sign, slowly stop, come to the stop sign, then stop again, and then creep forward through. It's so annoying. But apparently it's not been doing that. And there's no stop sign here. I don't think, unless I missed it in the beginning of the video. Oh, no, there is. So fully stops here once, and then it creeps forward. That's actually a lot better. So we're crossing our fingers for this. Alan says he's representing Tesla Lounge. There we go. A spot I frequent. I've been off Reddit a little bit more than normal, though, recently. Sean says another power hour. Wow. Yes. Don't get used to this many power hours. I don't think yet, but okay, so Tesla acquiring Uber. Okay, let's address some of these rumors, shall we? Actually, let me go back on my fat face view for a second as I try to pull this up. So if you haven't heard yet, there's some rumors going around potentially that, hey, is it true that, hold on, actually, who has a good source on this? Who would have a good source on this? 1 second. I might have to find one of our trusted news sites of the day here. Hold on 1 second. Let's go here. Going out to customers. Last night, we got some interesting news. Let's put it this way. So Elon Musk is now following the founder of Uber. Tesla, Robotaxi, and Uber collab coming soon. By the way, this is a shout out to Son of Walkie. You know what's interesting? So this news of Elon following Travis is, I mean, in and of itself, not huge. And I want to get your guys' take in the comments. Do you think this is meaningful at all? Elon following Travis, and more importantly, a couple months ago, or maybe even a month ago, Travis has been selling a large portion of his Uber stock. Right? And I think, to be fair, most of those I think are 10.5B1s. But do you think this is meaningful? Let me know in the comments, yes or no. If you want to give a reason, I'm here to listen to it. Do you think this is meaningful that Elon is now following the founder of Uber amidst all of the Robotaxi rumors going out here? Because of course, 8.8 is, quickly approaching us. We got about a month and 8 days to go, right? We got a month and 8 days to go to 8.8. Is there some sort of positioning of Uber? I mean, it could make a lot of sense for Tesla to partner up with an Uber, not buy out Uber. I know Gary Black is huge on the Tesla needs to buy out Uber, and they can buy them out for billions of dollars and it's worth. No, screw that. I mean, why? It's an app. Like, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. But if there's some sort of partnership, we know that Uber and Tesla have had partnerships in the past, right? With their Tesla buy program for drivers, and for drivers to sign up for Uber and then lease out a Tesla and Uber it. Yeah, video quality on X is not great. If you're watching on X, shout out to you. Come on YouTube, go on my profile. You can find the YouTube link. It's a lot better, and you can comment better and whatnot. So, and if you're not following me on YouTube already, I mean, what are you doing? Sean says this is a bull trap. Tomorrow we'll get to 405,000 deliveries and the stock will drop. So actually, I'm going to get into that right after this. But James says maybe meaningful, potentially licensing FSD. Well, Uber doesn't have any cars to license it for. Unless he is joining Tesla to lead Robotaxi. Now that's interesting. Like, that is quite interesting, I will say. I'm not going to hold my breath for something like that. But if he's not leaving, well, let's say if he's joining the board of directors of Tesla, I actually think, let me think this through. I'm going to say I'm actually pro him joining the board at Tesla. I think it can make a lot of sense. I think he's generally a smart guy. He's been canceled before. Not that correlation equals causation, but he's been canceled before. And I think he's generally a smart guy. So I actually wouldn't mind if he was joining the board of directors at Tesla or something. And maybe he had to sell a number of his stock. I don't know actually why he would have to sell his stock to do that. But some say he's not with Uber anymore. I'm going to have to look into that. Uber credits for service center visits or vehicle pickups. Imagine that was the big news. Marcus says, yes, some big deal. Maybe not fully partnership, but maybe something like a Hertz thing. Yes, I can 100% see that. Yeah, I'm going to have to check on how much he owns still. I like that he joins the board. Maybe airport ride app infrastructure's partnership benefit, but don't personally know enough on this subject, says Jay Warren. Ross would not be happy if someone else joins the board before him. Sean says we have to hire. Okay, I'm going to read that one. Yeah. Yes, we have. Pre-planned, Marcus says, other Marco, pre-planned huge Uber share sale means you know something really bad is for Uber. Is that Tesla Robo taxi? Maybe it's a conflict of interest thing. I don't know. He left the Uber board at end of 19. This is great intel. Okay. So anyways, keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on this. We shall see. And by the way, no, I don't have 12.4.2 yet, although I have not checked. I need to connect my card and my data to find out. Okay, so Genesis, how much of this is FOMO and stock price going down? Okay, so with Tesla, almost a lot of it has to do with mean reversion, right? I mean, Tesla up being 7% in the last 3 years is not common for it to happen multiple days in a row. But let's talk about what really is the fundamental reason tomorrow we are looking at in terms of news, and that is production delivery. So here, and Peggy, Curious Peggy on Twitter, go check him out. These are the estimates for quarter 2 delivery. Remember, so these are 430. He's at 426. James Stevenson's at 426 as well. True Tesla likes a little bit shade under. So the lowest person is about 420. Now, here is what you need to take in consideration. Wall Street analyst meeting consensus is 436, but this is not the number that matters. If you know how expectations work, it's the whisper number. It's the whisper number that matters. And the whisper number, I think, is closer to 420. It's not the consensus Wall Street analyst number. It's the whisper number that matters, right? Buy side versus sell side. So if we're looking at the whisper number being closer to 420, I don't know the exact number right now. It might be maybe a shade higher than that by now. But if it's closer to 425, Tesla coming in at that number is kind of the bar that's set. Because originally you would look at the Wall Street consensus number, go 436. Oh man, if we come in under, the stock's going down. But I think the real bar, the whisper is for, okay, if anyone has an updated whisper, let me know. But let's say it's 425. If Tesla comes in at 425, plus or minus, that is a nothing burger for the stock. If it comes in at 415, of course, negative for the stock. That's the way I look at it, at least. And so this is a good conglomeration of what we're looking at for Tesla tomorrow. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Blake, how's it going? Toronto. So in terms of what happens tomorrow, Steven, how's it going? Much love. In terms of what's happening tomorrow, and of course, energy numbers are going to come out as well. That's a great point, Crest, especially if the margins increase again. So I guess we'll find out. But as it stands right now, my opinion is, actually, before I give my opinion, I'm going to ask it to the chat to get a gauge of what you guys have got going on here as I put up Tesla stock. Do you think tomorrow we come under, or do you think it's a big fat nothing burger tomorrow for production delivery numbers and the effect on the stock? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Hit the like. Yes, definitely hit the like. How many likes are we sitting at, by the way? If you're enjoying the content, throw me a like. Doesn't cost you anything. All right. We got to get we 100% got to get our like numbers up. We're sitting at 60 something right now. But let's watch this ticker. There we go. 65. If you're watching, just hit the like. It doesn't cost you anything. Also hit subscribe if you're new. Okay. There we go. Likes are pumping. For every like, Tesla stock will go. Okay. I'm just kidding. Yes. Thank you. We're going higher no matter what the production number is. Okay. A nada burger, a slight beat, under, nothing burger, beat, even, just nothing, beat. Interesting. Beat. It's a very mixed crowd. It's a very mixed crowd here. How many likes are we sitting at? 101 likes. All right, come on. Keep the likes coming. Let's go, folks. It helps support the channel. For Juju to go higher, let's hit the like. There we go. Well, 210.56 in on Tesla currently. Let's go. Even or under. I would say about 70% of people here seem to think, and actually I could probably run a poll. Let me run a poll real quick. Engage with your, see, start a poll. Let's see here. What happens to Tesla stock tomorrow? I'm going to ask a poll. Up, down, and let's do flat. I'm going to give everyone, start poll. I'm going to give everyone a couple minutes here to vote on this thing. There we go. Poll is published. Beat, says Rick. 3 says everyday car sales represent less of Tesla's balance sheet. Well, I guess I think you mean their income. But to be fair, Tesla's majority of Tesla's business today is still auto. I mean, the bet for the future is not necessarily auto because Robo taxi and bot and Dojo, wherever you want to throw in. But auto still has a large sway on Wall Street in terms of what goes on still. Yeah. What's happening with Elon's ownership and compensation plan now that the shareholders have voted? It seems like they've filed for the appeal in Delaware. I mean, it's going to work itself out one way or another. Even if they don't get it in Delaware, they can always have another vote under Texas, and it's going to be fine. Paul says audio issues. Anyone else having audio issues, or is my audio fine? Let's see how the poll is going. So 45% of people think Tesla stock will go up tomorrow. 37 think down, and 17% say flat. I'm going to keep the poll going. Audio is fine. Okay, great. Paul, that might just be on your end then. Okay, great. Thank you, guys. Audio is fine. Okay, good. You guys know audio is one of my Achilles heels. Okay, so I'm going to leave the poll running here. If you haven't voted already, we got about 100 votes on this puppy. Awesome. Chris says, we're bouncing from a 3-year bottom in cybercap anticipation. We're going up regardless. I like it. I like the optimism. Let's see here. Only reason I feel like we come in higher is because of China's numbers. Sanju says low 220s by end of week. So here's the long-term balance. I'm going to change the graph for the weekly for a second. For a long time, I've been beating this about 215, this 215 drum on Tesla, right? And it's no shock to me that we're seeing some resistance right at this level. Actually, in fact, let me open up TradingView so you guys can get some insight into what I'm looking at on the stock. I have Tesla's TradingView chart open here, and I'm going to get the super trend indicator up. Hold on. If I can actually log into this puppy. Let's see here. Super trend. Now, the super trend isn't the end all be all. It says I'm not logged in. That's probably why it's not letting me. Okay, hold on. Let's log in. I think it's going to be quite interesting for you guys to see this. Okay. So here we are. Let me pull up the 1 month. 5 days, 1 month. How do I pull up the weekly on the desktop? Interesting. Hold on. Why can't I pull up the weekly? Oh, here it is. Okay. And let me just share my screen now. Let's see here. Okay. So check this out. This is TradingView. This is the super trend indicator. It's not, of course, this is technicals. It's about strength and weakness. But if you'll notice, this is the weekly candlestick chart for Tesla. And you'll see this level, this 215, well, it's actually closer to 217, but let's just round and say 215-ish level for Tesla is the tap breakthrough that we need to have Tesla have some tailwind on the weekly. And the weekly, I think, is more important, honestly, than even the daily. If you look at the daily, we've been at a buy signal on the super trend indicator since the end of April, right? And it's, for the most part, been flat-ish, right? I mean, net, it's still up. But the weekly, it turned into a sell signal on the weekly October of 2023, right? So in a couple months, we're going to be approaching a year since we've been on the sell signal on the weekly. Prior to then, it had been a buy signal since January 2023 up until October. So that 10 months period there. So this indicator, for it to turn apparently green, we're going to need about 217 break on the weekly. So meaning even if Tesla passes 217 today, it's Friday's close that we're looking for. It's Friday's close that I'm looking for, at least, for some tailwind to come back. Because often you can tap against a level, like when Tesla was a buy signal, it tapped against the support multiple times, but it didn't break until it did. Same thing can happen on the upside here. And I think that's why we're seeing Tesla, retreat a little bit here on the Monday. You guys know I say this often, right? Be careful with Monday Tesla rips. Monday Tesla. Oh, there is. Okay, Al. Oh, thank you. I'm going to have to look into that. Be careful with Monday Tesla rips. Tesla rips on a Monday are the market makers' wet dream. They love ripping a Tesla on a Monday, getting all these people to buy these juicy option premiums on the weekly. And of course, production and delivery numbers are coming out tomorrow, so there's that. But let's say if it's a nothing burger, they love to have retail chase these 5-day expiration, 4-day expiration, in this case, options on a 6% upday move on a Monday, albeit on a holiday week as well, meaning that volume doesn't actually have to be very high at all. Now, volume is actually more than average today, but remember, it's going to be a short week with 4th of July happening. So I'm just pumping the brakes a little bit here and saying the Monday rips on Tesla don't give me the same level of confidence as an end of week rip does. Which is why when we had a pretty decent day, and I thought it was going to be a decent day when we were 2 or 3 last Friday, I was more excited than, let's say, the 6% update today. Just my thoughts. Happy Canada Day, Jaybird, as well. DRK, how's it going? Wow. Back to 300 by 8-8 is my guess. Actually, okay, throw your guess in the chat. By 8-8, what do you think Tesla stock is sitting at on Robo Taxi unveil date? 210.35, 210.40 sitting on Tesla at the moment. Took my profit this morning. Very nice, Sean. What is Tesla stock sitting at 8.8? Start of 8.8. And by the way, I'm going to end the poll now. What happens to Tesla stock tomorrow? 47% people say up, 39% say down, 14% say flat. That's pretty even, I will say. That's pretty even. All-time highs, Hadouken. Man, getting us excited. 420. I mean, I think that for all intents and purposes would be all-time highs as well. 427. Wow, you guys. James says 238, 220, 269. Happy Canada Day to you as well. 185, 300, as you just said. Abe says 230, 325, 230. RSI is so high, I can check out RSI in a second here. 88, 380, 240, 230, 250. Wow, 330 to 350 by 88. Wow. Okay, so the consensus here is Tesla's over $300 by Robotaxi unveil date. It's $400. I'm retiring. Interesting. That's funny, Ruby. Yeah, exactly. It's always like that, isn't it? Interesting. So 210.55 sitting on Tesla at the moment. I'm gonna try to see if I can actually get. Al said I can get RSI, or not RSI. What's the name? Super Trend on here. I'm gonna see if I can actually find Super Trend. Oh, did they? They must have added this recently. I'm gonna have to check this out. Interesting. Okay, yeah, you're right. I do see it. Oh, Al, shout out to you. That's perfect. Okay, great. I added it to my Weeble from now on. Okay, so I'm gonna actually try to let's watch this CNBC clip here for a second. And let's check out what we got going on CNBC. This guy's come on today and said, hold on one sec. This guy's come on today and said that he's actually buying more Tesla stock despite it being underweight. So I'm just going to share the screen with audio here. Let's see here. Actually, can I even do that? Hold on. That's not this. That is not the one I want to share. Hold on. Present. I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually get this working. I might have to do my entire screen. That's not good. Okay, hold on one sec. I will turn off the music here in a second as well. Okay, let me know if the audio is clear here. I'm going to turn off my music first. Let me know if the audio is clear.
Tesla. Wells Fargo adding the stock to its tactical ideas list with an underweight rating and a price.
Can you guys hear that? Let me know in the comments. I hope that works, actually. I really do, because my system has been funky today. Clear? Okay, great.
Target of 120 Tesla.
So just for context, this is Bill. Bill buying more Tesla despite underweight rating at Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo adding the stock to its tactical ideas list with an underweight rating and a price target of 120. The firm expects shares to get hit this quarter on lower demand and margins. Let's bring in a shareholder and halftime committee member, Bill Baruch. Bill, good afternoon. You're buying more.
Hey. Yeah, thanks for having me. I was buying this and accumulating last week around the 195, 197 area. It's actually one of my top ideas here and to start in through quarter three. I think Wells Fargo's on their note here is wrong. I think what Joe and I last year on the show talked about Tesla trades like a commodity. I think the perception here, everything that Wells Fargo cited in their note is being priced in already. Look at China right now. They're talking about record sales over the weekend, and that's what's catapulted this stock out above 200. So if you're looking at this right now and the fact that it's run a bit today, we may settle in around 197 to 200, and I plan on accumulating more. But I also look at this into the August 8th Robo-taxi unveiling.
There we go. Everyone and their mom is in on this Robo-taxi event. It is the talk of the town with Tesla. And what we're seeing now, I think, is case in point with Wall Street trying to last minute procrastinate to figure out what does this mean for Tesla. And as we pass through this 215 supply level, there's not that many more sellers up until we get into some other levels we could talk about later.
I think there's a lot of value, that we could see, because typically July is a slower month for semiconductors. And if semiconductors are not going to perform right now, people are going to look for things that are outperforming. And that's where the perception and trading like a commodity and positioning can be here as a strength for Tesla. And I think that 220 would be my first target. And then we look at 235 to 250 from there.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back. He gives us two targets here for Tesla in terms of price.
And I think 220 would be my first target. And
okay, so 220 is his first target. I mean, that's just kind of a blink of an eye away, really. Currently sitting at, what are we sitting at? 211 starting on Tesla. So, oh, wow, hey, whatever this guy is saying is working. Bring the juju. 211, we're ripping. So 220 is his first target.
Then we look at 235 to 250 from there.
So 235 to 250 is the second leg of his target here. Let's just say 250. So 250 from here would be about a $40 move, on a $200 stock, right? Pretty basic math.
All right, so Bill, obviously Tesla having a huge day today, shares up more than 6%.
20%.
And you're looking ahead to August 8th. What about this week? They're going to deliver, they're going to give out or release, I should say, delivery numbers this week. Worried about downside in the stock if they fail to meet some of the estimates. At the same time, BYD out with its delivery numbers.
Oh my God, BYD talked. It just, he's got it on his little chat GPT notes. You can tell it's just like Tesla deliveries, BYD.
5%.
I'm a huge math major. I'm not sure if you could tell with my quick math there, but I really appreciate you actually, giving me my flowers there for some really complicated math.
Higher year over year. They're facing a lot of stiff competition.
Oh God, this competition.
Yeah, the number's about 410 to 425, and I side with Dan Ives of Wedbush here. He's looking for 435. I think we can get a strong number. You saw it over the weekend on socials. Tesla China is talking about record sales numbers. They also implemented extended the policy of zero interest loans for 5 years on buying a Tesla too, and that should help the name in a little bit of tailwind there. So I'm pretty excited. The name again. We were accumulating this last week, 192 to 195, 196 area, just somewhere below 197. I think as this thing chops around, there's going to be an opportunity here to retest this breakout, 197 to 200, and I plan on buying more in that range there.
All right, Bill and Dan Ives, they're bullish on these delivery numbers. Joe, I'm going to come over to you. You also own Tesla.
Before we get into that, I just want to say it's, and I said this last stream, there's something concerted coming out of Wall Street right now where every talking head is talking about Tesla AI. And of course, they're chasing the Robotaxi event potentially. But when Dan Ives comes out and says like Tesla's the biggest AI story after, I mean, let's face it, last year when Tesla stock was going down, Dan was saying that Tesla is kind of blown it and Elon is kind of shit in the bed and all this stuff. And now tides have turned a little bit with the stock. It's, Tesla's the biggest AI story. Sorry, I just kind of feel this way. Verna's going, it's, I don't want to say there's like some sort of tinfoil thing, but it's like you can see the level of chase that might happen on Wall Street if and when Tesla gets to a point where it starts rallying on a consistent basis. People start remembering, okay, Tesla is a weird stock. Like it has, prior to 3 years ago, let's say, it could run multiple days in a row for seemingly no reason, right? And I think the first leg of Tesla's rally up from, when it was a $50 billion market cap company to what we saw over trillion, was a lot of it was based on short selling. And I think the next story of Tesla will actually be more so based on FOMO. That's my opinion.
Actually, Tesla, we do not own in the ETF. We've owned it in the past.
Okay.
It's obviously making a very strong technical breakout. I believe today it's above its 200-day moving average. That's the first time it's done so since December of 23.
There we go.
Whoa, whoa. What is going on over here, folks? Check this out. 211.75. Tesla rallying here to close. Hold on. He says Tesla's about this 200-day moving average. Oh, he's right. I didn't even realize that. So the blue line here is our 200-day moving average. And thank you for the actual real reminder there. The last time Tesla was trading above its 200-day moving average was at the beginning of the year, January 2024. Wow. So up 7%. Tesla is on the day here. I'll go back on the minute candles here. We got about 20 minutes left. Let's do it now. We got 1,000 live viewers here. Thanks for joining me live across all platforms. If you're watching on Twitter, come on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you're at the right spot. Okay, let's play our Tesla closing price guessing game. Okay, Price is Right rules. Throw your Tesla closing price guess for today's close at 1 p.m. Pacific time in the chat. Remember, Price is Right rules. You have to be at or under to win our virtual Juju prize. Remember, virtual Juju? It's good Juju that I sent through the mail virtually. Where are the Bollinger Bands? I don't have them up here. Okay, so let's get our guesses in here. Thanks everyone. Wow, Gary's guessing 2 seconds. Gary's coming in hot. Gary, I like the optimism, my friend. Oh, okay. Gary said 2 minute 250. Nice one. Okay. Remember, one guess, please. One guess per person. Virtual Juju is really a hot commodity, right? I don't. It's one of those things I can't just give to everyone. By the way, that's tongue in cheek. So if you're new to the channel, virtual Juju just means I'm going to send you some good Juju virtually. AK, I'm going to send you my best regards. Maybe one day when we have a sponsor for the channel or something, not that I'm looking at sponsors or anything, but maybe one day when I have a sponsor for the channel or something, they can offer us something for the virtual Juju prize. Okay, man, it is hot in here. 211.35 sitting on Tesla. I need to get the fan out or something. I hope the dog's doing okay in the living room. Okay, so the guess is coming in the chat, and let me just see here. Let's go back to this guy.
Oh, Tesla shares again up more than 6%.
Okay, so pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, hold on. Let me just remove this real quick. Let's get Weeble back and at it. There we go. Awesome. 211.35 sitting on Tesla. If anyone has any more requests for videos or anything like that, feel free to DM me on Twitter, and I will be happy to watch them. I don't think there's actually very, very much new stuff coming on. Although when Tesla does rally, people like to hold on. People like to talk about Tesla when Tesla's really up and really down. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some news coming out or whatever. Yeah, but there's nothing new. I'm just checking the feeds here for everything, and CNBC, Yahoo Finance. I don't really see anything new other than what I've shown here so far. Actually, wait, hold on. This guy. Let's talk. Okay, so this guy's this brand new CNBC segment talking about Tesla. Let me see if I can.
It's the 3 stock lunch. We're taking a look at some of the. Wells Fargo is still sticking with its underweight on the stock, but they added it to its tactical ideas list for the third quarter. Are you a fan of Tesla here, Jerry?
This is brand new, uploaded a minute ago.
So I'm yes, long term. The short term game here, I still think, is going to be dominated by this interplay between all the capacity for pure EVs that are coming on in the United States versus the much longer term and much more encouraging story that Tesla has. And if you think about it, today its big move is both short covering and good numbers in China. I don't think the market's paying much of anything for China numbers because they're too volatile. And quite frankly, I just don't see today you're going to be able to solve the equation of all of this new capacity that's hitting the market in the pure EV market in the US.
There is so much capacity of EVs in the US market. Oh man, it's just all these EVs and no one wants to buy them. By the way, thank you, Per Johan, for the super chat. What are you guys' thoughts on what he has to say so far?
I would be a seller here on that premise.
Okay.
At the same time, don't give up on this name. When you think about it, at some point, you're going to be able to put an intelligence, advanced computing, a variety of different ideas on Tesla that isn't being captured today and isn't going to be dependent on EV sales. That's coming. I think that's in the next 9 months. Basically, think of it as GM doesn't have an LLM that they're trying to construct. They're not building out data centers. That's going to pay us all as Tesla long-term shareholders. But today, I wouldn't be chasing this at all.
All right,
Okay, I'll be honest. I'm slightly confused. And it's totally cool. I don't hate on people just because they don't want to buy Tesla or, they don't like Tesla stock. They think it's going to zero, whatever. I mean, it's everyone's opinion. None of this is personal financial advice, from both of us. But what's interesting is he says Tesla here is like not a good buy. It sucks because it's mostly short covering and not really about China numbers. But then he says all this good stuff about FSD and Robotaxi. And I actually think this almost highlights exactly what Wall Street's dilemma is. It's like they want to believe in the Robotaxi, what they would call facade, but at the same time, they don't want to stick their necks out in case it doesn't work. But at the same time, they don't want to miss the next NVIDIA. So it's kind of this balancing act that you see in kind of on both sides of the fence here.
Let's move with up next to Wells Fargo sticking with an overweight on McDonald's as the firm sees potential upside for the.
He says sell Tesla, buy McDonald's, and I think Birkenstock as well as his last thing that he has here. So I don't know. Anyways, I think it's quite interesting, this kind of side stuff that we have going on with everyone's all over the place. 211.42 sitting on Tesla. We got 16 minutes left. 15 minutes left here until closing time. Get your prices right, guesses in the chat. Okay, hold on one sec here. Oh, where did my comments go? There we go. Okay. He used the S word. You mean sell? I don't. Okay. So all the guesses are in the chat. Remember, if you haven't gotten your guesses in the chat, Price is Right rules. Actually, let me just write it out real quick so everyone. Tesla closing price, guess in the chat. Price is Right rules. Okay. Remember, one guess per person, please, and thank you. Okay. And actually, let me just pin that one real quick. 172 likes on YouTube. If you are enjoying the stream at all, it doesn't cost you anything. You can hit the like. Oh, wow. See, not enough likes. Womp, womp, womp. All right, start hitting the like so we can start having some good juju. Okay. Let's do it. What's my guess? Actually, that's a good question. What is my guess? I kind of get an unfair advantage. Okay, I'm going to throw my guess in the chat. So 210.85 is what Tesla's currently sitting at. The volume weighted average price is 209.17. We are retreating there right now. I think we're slightly above VWAP to close the day. So I'm going to say 210 on the dot because I don't think too many people would pick 210. If you pick 210 on the dot as well, I'll concede if I win. 210 on the dot is my guess. 210.70 currently sitting on Tesla. Okay, so let's go back to Webull. And if anyone wants to come in on stream, maybe do we have enough time? Sure, why don't we do this? Invite. If anyone wants to come in, you just need your camera and your mic on your phone can work too. I just threw in the URL to come on stream. If you have a question or if you want to give a comment or whatever, feel free to. All right, 1,200 viewers. Appreciate you guys tuning in live. 210.80 sitting on Tesla at the moment. I mean, 6.5% update. Overall, good day. There is a lot of supply here that we are trying to break through at this point, but this 215 or this 216 level that I talked about earlier in the stream is going to be something that we're still going to have to fight through to get through. Now, here's a couple possibilities, right? One is that you can just have a massive gap up day. If you have a gap up day on Tesla, you could surpass that supply zone a lot easier, I should say, because in pre-market trading, after-market trading, you don't have the same level of liquidity. And by the way, what I mean by that is if that 215 level in Tesla has a lot of sellers, and we know this, as indicated by a lot of trends, then after hours or pre-market, if there were something to come out that attracted a lot of buyers in aftermarket or pre-market trading, in theory, you could have all those sellers not be triggered because it's during market hours. And that can happen on the downside as well, right? Sometimes you have a lot of demand in the zone, some bad news comes out after hours of pre-market, you can gap down just as easily. So that's why you have these gap fill theories. Roger says only 38% of viewers have liked. Come on, I appreciate that. Thank you, Roger. How many likes are we currently sitting at for my Vane metric? We're sitting at oh wow, okay, we made a big jump. 222 likes. Shout out to all you guys supporting the channel, and hit subscribe as well if you are new. Let's do it. Okay. The funny part is, like, I know if I were to stream longer, like if I did back in the days, right, I would do the 2 or 3 hour streams. Of course, power hours every Friday. But if I were to do the 2 or 3 hour streams, I know I would attract a lot more people to come in. It's just hard for me to find the time to sit down for that long, especially when there's really not that much going on with Tesla at the moment. Like back in the days, man, we'd get some sort of split announcement. We get something like, I don't even like, every day there'd be something new, and not to say that there isn't right now, but oh wow. By the way, if I'm distracted, it's not anything major, but it's just that if there's any hockey viewers here, you would know that today's free agency day. And so I'm keeping my eyes and ears peeled for anything Canucks related in terms of signings. So thank you, Jan. Appreciate it. Fridays haven't been the same since. I honestly do miss the Friday power hour live streams. It was my constant for the week, right? No matter what, we're signing off the week with power hour. Yeah. By the way, okay, I'm gonna ask a question in the chat as well. I know a lot of people are tuning in from a bunch of different places. What's the appetite, little, none, or a lot, for after market streams? Like if I'm busy during market hours, if I were to go live post market, is there less appetite for that? Just the same, or maybe even more? Because I know some people also can't commit to streams during market hours. Let me know in the chat. That's something I've is that hat official merch, Jaybird? Oh, whoops. Sorry, hopefully I didn't knock off my other. Yes, this hat is official merch, although it is a limited series. I don't think you can buy this puppy anymore. You could try eBay, but it is Juju official merch. I used to, this was sold at some point 2 years ago, and a very select few amount of people have it. Maybe it will be back one day. I also actually have the bucket hat somewhere around here too. I was thinking this trucker hat is a little bit better for the day. It's kind of hot in this room, I'll be honest. Too late for me, Nicholas. How's it going? Too late for me. Aftermarkets will be good. Okay, I'm always in. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Would actually prefer aftermarket streams. Interesting. What time? We're in Europe. Yeah, that's the big one. I have a lot of people from Europe that tune into the show, and I appreciate you guys. So, if I were to do, you guys are 8 hours ahead, right? I'm Pacific time. So right now it's 12:50 my time Pacific. I'm guessing it's like 9 p.m. or whatever, 9 or 10, whatever it is in Europe, depending on the country. So that's probably comfortable. But if I were to do any later than right now, you guys are going to be snoring. Yes to aftermarket. Aftermarket makes it, market hour makes it more fun. That's true. Potentially late 2 years being on the East Coast. I mean, honestly, East Coast is even cool with if I did after. Too late for most Europes. Yes. Yeah, true. The Ronaldo of Tesla channels. No, first of all, how out of pocket of this for me to bring up right on street on the chat. But Roger, you are too kind. The last 50 minutes of open market is prime time. You know, it's true. 210.93 sitting on Tesla. Look at these candles as we close here. Kind of fun to watch while the market is open. But aftermarkets is good too. As a glider pilot, I'm interested in the bucket hat. Interesting. Well, maybe I'll bring the merch back. The merch season is officially closed for the moment. It was a limited series. Some people got their hands on some merch. I haven't brought it back since, but maybe it will be back soon. Yes, British blokes aftermarket no good. Yes, I know. Maybe I could do okay, so here's my dilemma, right? If I do aftermarket like 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Pacific, that's 1 a.m. Europe time. But if I did a 7 a.m. or something, 7:30 a.m. Pacific, East Coast, that's fine. That's like 10 or 10:30, 11. Market hours are open. And then in terms of Europe, though, I mean, we got what time would it be? Like 2 or 3 p.m. in the afternoon? Sean, so we got a seller here for the bucket hat. Sean says he's got the bucket hat. Name the price. Yeah, that is true. JRK, there is no more link for the merch at the moment. It's officially closed, limited series only. It was. Maybe it will be back soon. Maybe I just thought like when I want to release it again, I'll do a more official thing. I just don't want to keep it loitering there. And there's only a select number of them that I wanted to print anyways. So I have the fanny pack. That's true. The Dukin has the fanny pack. There's a Juju Gang fanny pack going around. Any idea what Tesla's going up? Just some promising numbers for China, or I think it's a mix of the China numbers for sure, but also production delivery hype coming in for tomorrow, and then also some Monday shenanigans. Remember, this 6.5% update, of course, it's great. Not going to complain about it, but the Monday makes me a little bit more skeptical on a 6.5% up move. It could very well just be kind of an average week, right? And that's actually why I tweeted. I said, can we end the week already? Because my prediction might actually be right for once. Kevin says, make Juju great again, Gary. Okay, if I made this, would anyone buy it? Make Juju great again. Shout out to you, Kevin. Actually, Kevin, I think you've given me a few good ideas in the past as well for merch. Shout out to you. I actually think that would be a great one. But I mean, it would be a talking. It would be a talking point. Make Juju great again in red. I like it. Well, I think it's pretty topical, right? I mean, Trump's going to win the election, barring some sort of fat surprise. It's looking like it now. Bring sitting on Tesla back. Actually, that's true. I could bring sitting on Tesla back. Actually, do I? I think it's my wall. It's my wallpaper. Actually, I think that is sitting on Tesla merch. So it's too insider. Oh God, you guys got some good ideas. I will give you that. Nikki, how's it going? Shout out to you. Nicholas is awesome. He's always here. He's always supported the channel. Appreciate you, Nicholas. Make Juju great again is 2 insider. MYGA. Don't know what that one means. I was late. Did you make an announcement or your show coming back? No, well, kind of. It was just back for the Friday. I have Canada long weekend off, so I had some more extra spare time. Oh, I see. Make Juju great again. So it's not officially back every single Friday, but what I've learned is I got to stop promising that stuff is going to be more consistent, and then it doesn't get consistent. So I'm just going to leave it to my devices. But it was back for this week. Thank you, Derek K. Fly me to the moon. Yes, shout out to that. 209.83 sitting on Tesla at the moment. 12:56. We've got 4 minutes left until close here. If you haven't, well, actually, it's kind of late if you're going to put in your Tesla closing price guess now. Make Juju great again. I actually quite like the Make Juju great again slogan. Roger, that's hilarious. Roger says, regarding my Ronaldo comment, I meant past your best, but still worth watching. Roger is aging me. That's true, John. That is true. I don't think I'm that old. Well, maybe I can make a comeback one day. I mean, yeah. How about them Jujus? That's a good one, Nick. Sorry, I just like laughing at myself a little bit more than I probably should. Okay. All right, 210.05 cent on Tesla. Folks, listen, if I win this Tesla closing price guessing game, I'm telling you, it is not rigged, but I will take the virtual juju. No, I'm just kidding. I actually won't take the prize. I'll find someone closer to that. Bears are not juju. I totally agree. Totally agree. I don't know where Farzad got that from. By the way, he still wears that blueberry shirt, and I respect him for it because that man lost a bet. He made a shirt with blueberries on it just to troll, and he's committed to the bit. He really is. He really is. And by the way, if you don't know, Farzad came on the channel once and he said that blueberries are better than juju, aka oranges. And you know, I think we had a little bet on it. And I don't remember what exactly happened, but I lost it. Or no, I won it. He lost. So he made his blueberry shirt and he wears it all the time. You're just trying to one up me. Hey, Crest. Okay, so we're going to have to see where we go. 209.69 sitting on Tesla, up 5.9% on the Monday. Remember, Mondays are interesting. I wouldn't get overly hyped on a random Monday rally because market makers love to bring in the juicy premium. So take that into consideration. I'm just following the news here. I don't think there's any news here coming out. Is there? Let me just make sure everyone's up to date on everything. Interesting. Okay, 209.55 sitting on Tesla, 55 sitting on Tesla. We got officially a little bit over a minute left here on the Tesla Power Hour Monday. Happy Canada Day for all of my Canadian friends out there. It is a crazy busy day. Not only is it Canada Day, it's NHL Free Agency Day. It is Tesla Power Hour Day, apparently. And so I know, right, Mark? So I'm gonna have to scroll back up. Hold on. Let's get all of these chats in here. So 209. I'm gonna 209.30. Let's see. Did anyone guess 209.45? Anthony did. Let's see where we close here. We got a little bit. We got a couple seconds left here. 30 seconds left until close. 209.51 currently sitting on Tesla. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we go. Hold on. Live chat. Oh, I'm going to have to look at it over here. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So actually, it's not going to be as low as I thought. We might actually close. There we go. We're about to close now. Any second. Let me just bring up my second here. There it is. 210. What's the close? It's over. Hello. It's past 1. Where do we close at? Oh, actually, my Windows. Oh, there we go. 209.86 is the official close for Tesla. Actually, I'm going to give it a second here just so we don't get any movement. Hold on. Let me just go back here. 209.80. Actually, 7. I'm going to have to go find a 209.70. Did anyone guess 209.70? 209.69 by Michael. I don't see anything else here. 209.69 might take the cake. Hold on, actually. 209. I'm just scrolling through our winners here. So far, it seems like it might actually be Michael. 209. Just one. Let's see here. 209.50 by Ripper. Yeah, I think unless we have a 70, I don't think I see any 70s. I see Sandra guessed 209.88, which is close, but Price is Right rules disqualifies you from that. Oh, actually, I got a lot more guesses here that I got to search through. Hold on one second. 209.47. I don't see anything else. Let's see here. Maybe one of my mods has already figured it out before me. Yeah, Sandra missed by 2 cents. That's right. So I think that's our winner. 209.69 by Michael. Yeah, 209.68 is the closing price. Okay, good. Well, if I missed you, I apologize. Let me know in the comments. But it's always a gong show to search through all these comments after. But I think we did it. We did it, Joe. We did it. All right, 209.86 sitting on Tesla. That's what we've officially closed at. We're plus 10 basis points after hours. Really nothing. The British have won again. Nice. I mean, look, a wonderful Monday is the best way to really put it. I I don't actually know if this rally is sustainable if numbers are blah tomorrow. It is something, but it's not like the biggest green day. Remember, if today was a Friday, I'd be a lot more excited to end the week. And to set the bar for me this week, it's the 250, it's 217. Let's just call it 217. It's that 217 break that I'm looking for on the weekly and the close above on the weekly. Priyon, yeah, absolutely. I can set up a site. I had the Google site, but what I found is a lot of people didn't want to click on a random link and put in their info. So what I'll do is if I ever do contests, I will do it that way because for contests, I want them to be more official. Maybe next stream, should I get another batch of these hats made? Is there any interest in maybe these hats or maybe bucket hats now that summer's out in full swing across the nation? Maybe bucket hats or something. Maybe we'll do a limited run of them and I'll give one away for the launch next stream or something like that. Food for thought. I will think about it. I don't think shipping will be that long. I'm just going to have to talk to my supplier. It's been a second. All right. Much love. Great stream, folks. 2986 sitting on Tesla. It honestly, it's quite the, I want to resell my, I got to keep values high. Quite the stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in for 2 live stream power hours in a row, Friday and Monday. I probably won't be able to keep up this pace, but hey, you guys made it here and I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're new, hit subscribe. If you like the stream, hit like. If you missed any part of it and you want to go back, let me know, or just go back. If you're watching on replay, then let me know. We talked a lot of it during this stream. Robo taxis. We listened to some CNBC videos. We went to FSD 12.4.2 and initial reviews. If and when I get 12.4.2, I will share my thoughts on Twitter at Hey It's Yashu. Good, bad, or ugly, I will share it. You guys know I have a laundry list of things with 12.3.6 that I need fixed, that I want fixed. I will update you on 12.4 and if it does better on it. Much love. This Friday, probably not confirmed, but hey, this is just if you subscribe to the channel, I mean, there's only one way to know, right? Have a awesome weekend ahead. Great night if you're in Europe. Remember, turn off your devices, take a breather, meditate, pause, pray, whatever you need to do to calm your mind. Mental, physical health comes first. Put that first. Stocks will come, stocks will go, stocks go up, stocks go down. Go spend some time with friends and family. Have a wonderful, happy Canada Day. Happy 4th of July. That is happening on, is it Wednesday? Thursday. That's happening on Thursday. So if I don't talk to you until then, happy 4th of July. Go barbecue something. Have a classic American weekend or week ahead. Much love. Yash signing off. Peace out.